Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thrilled to be with you guys. And, well, you think that they're having fun on Broadway in downtown Nashville right about now? Yeah, just a touch. And what a year the Titans have put together as they search for their first title in franchise history.
And remember, they've only been to the Super Bowl one time before, but now that they're back, I think they can set aside the agony of that appearance. That was back in 2000. They played the Rams. Remember Kevin Dyson catching a pass late in the game, stretching for the goal line and not quite getting there? And that was also the same year of the Music City Miracle. When they got to the, won in the playoffs against Buffalo, got to the Super Bowl, but now they're back. Set it all to the side. Set it all in the past. Here come the Titans trying to win it all.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 7th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era as they look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
I like how you stated that they're one of the more successful franchises in Super Bowl history because at one point they were 5-0 in Super Bowls.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Grant, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack on first down, Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Yo, kill. General West. Now. Like 10. 6-man. Defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit. Go.
Now it's Tannehill. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On 3rd down, Grant. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already. And we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Here we go, team. Watch it. Check 4.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Go. Squeeze. No. Go. Get it.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The kick by Joseph is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Crystal, Travis. Check 24. Let's go. 72.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mostert. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Throwing on first down is Brady. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Room here to run. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Grant. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite a nice solid gain, the disadvantage of blitzing fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
60 outlaw. 218, jump. Jump. Whip. Watch, look at me. Go, fire.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 52.
First and 10.
Check bombers. Check bombers. Hard. Look at me. Zip.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Rock it. Tight dog. Come. Let's go.
Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tip. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Hey, echo.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Protein spill. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go on. No, 66.
In your face.
Alpha.
Brady to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready? AT Gator. Man, I got you. Shit. Watch twins. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 13. Bam. Alpha.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Yep. Defense.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Hey, Sam off. Topper.
Check.
Shoot.
On third down, it's Grant, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Sugar. Regular.
Brady now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Grant. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him to just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Ready, set. Hey, Haywood.
Left tight end. Hey.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And he will find his man on the outside. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
64, weak. Go.
Safety's creeping.
Hey.
Check.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Mostert. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Back and reload. Hey, Delta.
54. Mike 54.
Brady now to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Jamison Crowder, 33 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
General West.
Check three.
On 3rd down, Grant. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go, set. 90, Wolf. Hey. Hey, Charlie.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Even. Four down. Even.
Look. Squeeze. We strip.
Tannehill on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Ready? 30 base.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Roll out.
Watch out.
Now.
Watch the motion.
Go. Bravo. Go. Shoot.
Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, high 7.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 miles.
Check it, reload.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out.
4th quarter with the extra point. A very important. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Five.
Check three.
Go Bandit. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the decision. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Grant. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. It's Hill, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyreek Hill in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range. And
he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Keep it up, guys. Right there.
To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Hey, exit.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Yeah, let's go.
Now Tannehill. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
That shit was crazy, yo. What the fuck? He really just caught that shit, yo. Nah, but GG's to him, though, bro. I caught some bullshit on the game. GG's to that nigga is nice as hell, bro. I couldn't stop his run. He nice.